Such a huge responsibility. Just know that Vault-Tec is proud of you. I am proud of you.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most hated video games ever.
We thought you were all dead.
What?
Or captured, or lost in dark space, or...
For this list, we're looking at the games that people seem to have a relentless hatred for. Even if you enjoy these games, good on you, but the majority, or vocal minority, seem to think differently. Which of these games do you feel is undeserving of its fate? Spread the positivity down in the comments.
A pleasure to meet you at last, Princess of Soliana.
Number 10, Call of Duty series.
Enemy UAV is airborne!
Call of Duty has been around for so long and become so big that its haters have been spewing the same complaints since the late 2000s. We even did our own list as to why the franchise is hated back in December 2017, and with every new release, it's the same issue. Why buy a $60 game when a new game is out next year, and the year after that, and the year after that? Not a lot has changed with the franchise since it perfected its mechanics back in the old days of Modern Warfare. But despite all of its criticisms, folks still flock to the store to buy their copies every year. Sure, Vanguard is reportedly the worst selling entry in the series, but we all know it still sold millions of copies.
Potential collapse detected. Advise relocation to indicated safe zone.
Number 9, Mighty Number 9.
This is Mighty Number 9, and all it wants to be is fun.
With Capcom not producing any Mega Man games throughout most of the 2010s, fans were looking to Keiji Inafune for some kind of spiritual successor. There was promise behind Mighty Number 9 during development, but as we got closer to launch, things got ugly. Inafune would launch a Kickstarter for another game while Mighty Number 9 was still in development and had suffered several delays.
I don't know.
Great idea. Wait, what?
Then there was the bizarre shift from beautiful 2D visuals to plastic-looking 3D models. And of course there were the PR disasters about making the bad guys cry like an anime fan on prom night, and the game's lack of quality being better than nothing. In other words, much goodwill was burned here, and Mighty Number 9 was regarded as one of the worst games of 2016.
And at the end of the day, even if it's not perfect, it's better than nothing. At least that's my opinion.
Number 8, Battlefield 2042. Given how much time it has been since Battlefield 5, the state of Battlefield 2042 has left fans frustrated beyond comprehension. This was to be the epic return of the only rival to Call of Duty, and it bombed in the worst way possible. First off, we've seen the various compilations of bugs and glitches that were present at launch. Secondly, the game was missing a variety of features, some being as basic as a scoreboard. Since launch, Battlefield 2042 has repeatedly been going against the wishes of its player base, so much so that many have gone back to 2016's Battlefield 1 and even Battlefield 5. Number 7, Halo 5, Guardians.
Hostile contact!
Go! Run!
I tried to warn you this was happening.
I mean, how are we even supposed to bring them in? Ask politely.
Even though Halo 5 saw glowing praise among gaming outlets at launch, longtime Halo fans have voiced their displeasure with the game since launch. To fans, much of Halo 5's story felt convoluted and added nothing of substance to the lore. Sprinting was met with overwhelming backlash for how it nearly turned the game into Call of Duty and had no use for Halo's style of combat. And then the way the Covenant makes this surprise return after collapsing, just what? None of it made any sense, and it's understandable why folks have grown frustrated with developer 343 Industries, especially with Halo Infinite lacking any real post-launch updates.
Fire Team Osiris, the light is green.
Number 6, Mass Effect Andromeda.
It was optimized for a Pathfinder.
Everything's secure, if you're ready.
Halo's not the only sci-fi gaming franchise to have its fans lash out. Mass Effect Andromeda arguably got the worst of it, and is all thanks to that BioWare magic. Having cobbled most of the game together within 18 months before launch, BioWare had shoved out a title with broken animations, a wealth of bugs and glitches, and a formula that borderline abandoned the special aspects of previous Mass Effect titles, such as the Paragon Renegade morality system.
We signed on for the big stuff when we came to Andromeda.
All right.
Since then, Andromeda has been polished into a better state than it used to be in, offering a more playable experience and showing its intended execution. Still, most folks will voice their displeasure for the changes made here.
Can't argue with results, though they'll try.
Number 5, Fortnite. Much like Call of Duty, Fortnite is hated by many hardcore gamers for a multitude of reasons. The most common reason behind the hate is because of its popularity, with some claiming it's influencing the gaming industry for the worst. Others hate it because of publisher Epic Games, its recent controversies over the years, and its association with Chinese enterprise Tencent. As for the game itself, some will point out the lack of identity and reliance on licensed content to generate revenue. It's a very contentious game to discuss, and yet even critics will log into the game just to nab that Goku or Spider-Man skin. Number 4, Sonic the Hedgehog.
I'm afraid our little game ends now.
There have been a plethora of bad Sonic games, but none have managed to be as awful as the infamous Sonic 06. For years, people have harped on about how terrible the game is, even after the likes of Sonic Forces and Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. As time has gone on, a small section of the Sonic fanbase has argued about potential redeeming qualities, but it still doesn't forgive the buggy mess, poor voice acting, dumb story, abysmal controls, frequent and long loading screens, and that one damn kiss scene that was all kinds of WTF. There's so much wrong with this game that it's a blight no Sonic fan will ever forget. Number 3, Fallout 76.
They grow up so fast.
Happy Reclamation Day. Now go get 'em!
Fallout 76 was already a contentious game upon reveal. A Fallout game focused on multiplayer? It doesn't make sense, but we'll give it a shot. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. With broken designs, grindy progression, and an astounding collection of bugs and glitches galore, Fallout 76 was a complete disaster at launch. So much so that it has left a glaring stain on Bethesda Game Studios' name, while the studios under Bethesda Softworks, i.e. id Software and Arcane, were putting out bangers. To some, the improvements have been enough to warrant a revisit. To others, the recent Pit expansion spells doom for future BGS titles. Number 2, Aliens, Colonial Marines. Had it not been for Alien Isolation, Colonial Marines could have very well killed off any career the Alien IP had in video games. Colonial Marines was more than a mess. It was a straight murder of the xenomorphs, and not in a fun way. Shoddy visuals, incompetent AI, and poor technical performance ignited a storm of accusations from fans and critics, claiming Gearbox Software had lied to the press about the state of the game and committed false advertising. Why anyone would want to play this for themselves outside of the realm of conducting an analysis is beyond us.
Don't quit! We're gonna take care of you!
Before we reveal our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Mario Party 9. Forcing players to move as one was a total buzzkill. Dynasty Warriors 9. Fans weren't happy with the shift to an empty, open-world design.
So Lubu's finally making his move.
This is our best chance to slay the demon Lubu.
Metroid Prime, Federation Force. A Metroid game without Samus? And we need friends? Gross.
Their first mission is to survey the three-planet Bermuda system and reclaim an abandoned Federation outpost on the resource-rich planet Excelsior. which was devastated by a meteor crash 20 years ago.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial. Today, we spew vitriol at poorly made games and bad business practices, but the current game market has never seen a catastrophe as big as E.T. Everything about this game spelled disaster. The 5-week rushed development done by one person, the financial sacrifices made to get it out the door, the way it was marketed as a Christmas present, everything. Imagine waking up Christmas morning to open this, firing it up on your Atari 2600, and being greeted with a game as abhorrent as this. Bugs and glitches, ear-piercing sound effects, and confusing gameplay led to massive waves of customers returning their copies and scaring parents from spending exorbitant amounts of money on anything remotely similar to it, thus plunging the market into the video game crash of 1983. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.